So I let me talk today about colleges and the kind of education system they are offering to students. For any college within the country, the kind of courses they're offering to teachers is really one thing. First of all, our graduates, after graduation, this is a person going to be exposed to peanuts in form of salary. And the major problem about peanuts is that these graduates who are going to handle peanuts in form of salary, they have not been taught on how to budget for these peanuts. They have not been taught on how to make budgets, simple budgets for peanuts. Then you find a teacher who has started working and is given peanuts and they cannot handle these peanuts. He goes for the bank loan. For 5 to 7 years, he's paying back the bank loan. Then you find these teachers become a slave of the bank. For 7 years, the teacher is working, paying peanuts to the bank instead of spending the peanuts. Then after clearing the loan, this teacher will be forced again to go for the money because he cannot spend peanuts. Again, he will spend another 5 to 7 years working for the bank, paying the bank the peanuts he could have got. So my problem now is, why can't the university teach us on how to spend budget? Because the system of education should be able to teach this teacher in order to face life outside there. Number two, this teacher is going to work like a donkey, 40 minutes, 80 minutes, is moving in front, is moving the back, because one of the requirements of a teacher is to be able to interact with the students and to be able to move freely within the class. Which means for 40 to 80 minutes of a lesson, this teacher is moving throughout. Is walking where he's walking where he's standing, is walking where he's walking, and is writing notes, moving at the back, is talking, which means the universities that we have should be able to teach this student not sitting in class throughout, because the problem is this student has come to college to learn to be a teacher. But the problem is, for the 4-year course, the paradox is this student was made to sit in class throughout week 1, first month, first semester, to the very last end of the course. The student has been sitting throughout. He has not been taught the skills, the physical fitness that is going to help the student in the working area. So the universities should be able to offer dancing lessons, because dancing lessons can be able to keep the body fit. What else can a student do? This university should have clubs, music, where the students should at least spend 9 hours per day doing the dancing, because the dancing can keep the body physically fit. So there should be at least part of the course programs where these students are exposed to the practical activities so that they can develop the skills of movement. Because a teacher is employed, working for 40 years, 30 to 40 years, but in the process of working, this student is like walking. This teacher is going to walk in class, is going to move throughout. Therefore, I'm proposing that universities should offer a course where these students should be given a chance not to be sitting in class, but to be moving. The other thing I'm proposing is, there's a problem whereby this student is told, here, you are supposed to write notes throughout the day. Then you transfer the notes from your notebook into a paper known as the exam question paper by the end of the semester. They are going to mark this paper and they grade you. After the 4-year course, they'll tell you now you are qualified. But my question is, this student has gone through primary school, has gone through secondary school, has already developed the skills of copying notes, and has also developed the skill of transferring the notes into the question paper. Then if you're going to expose this student for the 4-year course, simply copying notes, cramming notes, and transferring the information to the paper, then you say that now this student is qualified to teach, then you are lying. You are lying. Because already when a student reports to university, he is completely qualified in terms of memorization, summary notes, writing notes, listening in class, transferring the notes, even without understanding them, onto a paper, and is capable of scoring even A. So when the universities are spending 4 years training somebody every day for 4 years to copy notes and to cram the notes and to transfer the notes to the paper, then we are really forgetting that this student is going to deal with the skills of communication. The skills of communication. To handle the students, you must have the skills of communication, which means instead of wasting a lot of time making these students through force to make the notes and to transfer the notes to the exam paper, let these students have a chance to interact with other students. Let the lesson be interaction with other students, interaction with the community, in order to develop the skill of communication. What these students need is to develop the skill of communication. And that's the skill is going to use in teaching students. Then the other thing is socialization, the skill of socializing. Expose these students to other students, let them socialize.